Spain. Another sleepy little town, another place to play host to reported supernatural events. The year was 1961, and the phenomena that happened here were eventually well recorded. But in the beginning, there was nothing but the words of worried children. 4 little girls, Conchita, Mary Louise, Jacinta, and Mary Cruz, were enjoying a day like any other. They had been stealing apples when a loud noise marked the beginning of a string of events that would reportedly last several years.
It was pretty foggy. It looked like the fog became very bright, like a very white light. And I remember to hear a noise like a thunder. It was a big bump.
They became very frightened. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. And the oldest girl, Conchita, suddenly falls on her knees. Her head goes back. She's looking up toward the sky. Her complexion changes, and the other 3 girls, believing that she has become ill, get ready to run to call her mother. But they don't get very far because the exact same thing happens to them. And when they are normal again, they head in the direction of the village, and the people, seeing them approach, say, "What is it? What's happened? Why do you have such white faces, such strange looks?" And all together, in one voice, they say, "The angel, the angel, we have seen the angel."
In Garabandal, as in Fatima, the children were accused of having overactive imaginations. But many were still curious, and when the news spread, people swarmed to the village to await some sign, a sign that would give credibility to the angel's prediction that the Virgin Mary would soon appear to the girls. It didn't take long. Soon, everyone found themselves witness to the 4 girls falling into a state of mind that was known as ecstasy. And this is some of the actual footage that was recorded at the time.
When the girls fell in ecstasy, it was always with a crash. Sometimes you could actually see their hair bouncing. The force of the crash was so tremendous. And if they happened to crash on rocks, the people would be in awe, frightened that their bones were broken, but they were never hurt. When they got through with the ecstasy, they just stand up, brush the dirt off their knees.
People were shocked and mystified. Garabandal became famous. The crowds grew as the amazing phenomena continued. Many of these were captured on film. This is Mary Louise supposedly levitating. More remarkable than levitation are the reports that while one young child was in this state of ecstasy, 4 men could not move her. Eyewitnesses were convinced that something of great spiritual significance was happening to the children.
There were many phenomena that took place that remain unexplained to this very day. The girls running backwards. This was common occurrence, regardless of the day or the hour. They actually ran as though they had wings on their feet.
Then the medical community arrived, searching for a more scientific explanation.
There was a time when doctors would burn a matchstick in front of their eyes to see if they would flicker their eyes and blink and wink. No reaction. They stuck pins in them. They flashed bright lights in their eyes. Nothing bothered them, nothing hurt them, and nothing left scars, never.
Here is Conchita, apparently in a state of ecstasy. Watch her eyes as the source of bright light is being beamed directly at them.
Numerous spotlights are falling on Conchita's eyes, while the child, with a celestial expression, keeps on repeating the words the angel is communicating.
Over a period of 4 years, the girls experienced thousands of ecstasies, and during that time they predicted many things for many people. However, there were 2 nights when the girls predicted future events that would affect everyone. That night became known as the Night of Screams.
The people began to follow them as usual. They said, "No, don't follow us. You can't come." And when the girls got to the spot that they knew Our Lady was waiting for them and they fell into ecstasy, they began screaming in the most terrifying way. What they saw has not been described clearly, except at a certain time, not a single motor is going to operate throughout the world. A terrible heat will come. And during this time of heat, people will look for water and they will not be able to find it. And they're going to attempt to kill one another in their desperation. The chastisement is more terrible than we can possibly imagine because it will come directly from the hand of God. The chastisement is conditional, and it depends on whether or not we comply with the message. If we change our ways in life and we really make an effort to repent and make our lives better, then we can hold back the chastisement.
It's been more than 20 years since the girls experienced ecstasy. Now that they are grown, they too question the whole experience.
It really seems to me like happened to somebody else, so I don't know. I just try to remember the little girl going back and forth, but I don't remember to think anything.
The four now live in different parts of the world. Their time in Garabandal has long since passed, but the events there are well remembered. According to believers, the end they predicted may be near. During the night of screams, a date was set, and this information was given to the girls. But they're not talking. Maybe they're unsure of what happened so long ago, but they have a date in their minds and are forbidden to release that information until exactly 8 days before the final moment.